Why are good people hated? A biblical insight into the struggles of light in a dark world. Why do good people, those with kind hearts and pure intentions, often face criticism, rejection, and even hatred? Why does it seem that those who strive to spread love, peace, and goodness often encounter trials and opposition? This paradox is one of the most perplexing realities of life. In a world that craves light, why do the bearers of light often face shadows of resistance and hate? The answer lies not in the failure of the good person, but in the profound impact of goodness itself. To live as a light in a dark world is to disrupt the status quo, to challenge the comfort of darkness, and to reflect a truth that some are not ready to see. The Bible offers profound insights into this phenomenon, shedding light on why good people are hated and why their struggles are a testament to their strength, faith, and purpose. In Matthew 5:11, Jesus speaks directly to this experience. "Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me." These words are not merely a consolation, but a profound truth about the nature of goodness and its reception in the world. Goodness, when rooted in God's character, is not passive or neutral. It is a force that challenges, convicts, and transforms. To live in alignment with God's will is to embody a light that disrupts the darkness. This disruption often provokes discomfort, resistance, and even hatred from those who feel exposed by the light. Consider the words of John 3:20. "Everyone who does evil hates the light, and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed." This verse reveals the core of the issue. Hatred toward good people is rarely about the individuals themselves. It is about the light they carry. This light, which reflects God's truth, exposes sin, challenges complacency, and calls for change. For some, this exposure feels threatening, leading them to respond with rejection, criticism, or even hostility. This reaction is not a reflection of the goodness itself, but of the discomfort it causes in those who are unwilling to confront their own darkness. Goodness, by its very nature, forces a confrontation. It holds up a mirror to the world, revealing both its beauty and its flaws. When someone chooses to love unconditionally, forgive freely, or stand for justice, they often face resistance from a world that values power, revenge, and self-interest. This resistance is evidence of the transformative power of goodness. As Jesus himself faced opposition and rejection, so too will those who follow his example. The path of goodness is not one of comfort, but of courage, marked by trials that refine and strengthen. If you find yourself facing criticism or hostility for doing good, take heart. Your trials are not a sign of failure, but a reflection of your light. 1 Peter 4:14 reminds us, "If you are insulted because of the name of Christ, you are blessed, for the Spirit of glory and of God rests on you." This verse is a powerful reminder that the presence of God in your life often provokes reactions from the world. The challenges you face are a testament to the fact that your light is shining brightly enough to be noticed. It is stirring hearts and minds, even if not always in ways that are immediately visible. Why does goodness provoke such strong reactions? Because it challenges the very fabric of the world's values. Goodness reflects God's character, his love, justice, mercy, and truth. And these qualities stand in stark contrast to the brokenness of human nature. When we choose to live with integrity, kindness, and selflessness, we become living testimonies of God's kingdom. This testimony can inspire, but it can also convict. For some, this conviction leads to transformation. For others, It sparks resistance and rejection. Jesus himself experienced this paradox. He was the embodiment of perfect love and truth, yet he was despised, rejected, and ultimately crucified. In John 15:18-19, he warns his followers, "If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. If you belong to the world, it would love you as its own. As it is, you do not belong to the world, but I have chosen you out of the world. That is why the world hates you." These words remind us that to walk in the footsteps of Christ is to face the same challenges he faced. But they also reassure us that this opposition is a sign of our alignment with him. The journey of the good is not without its rewards. While the world may reject or misunderstand you, God sees your heart and your faithfulness. In Matthew 25:23, Jesus describes the ultimate affirmation, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness." This is the voice of the one who truly matters, the one who recognizes the purity of your heart and the impact of your actions. Your light, though it may cast shadows, is a beacon of God's love and truth. To those who bear the weight of hatred for their goodness, remember this: you are not alone. You stand in the company of countless others who have walked this path before you, from the prophets of the Old Testament to the disciples of Jesus. Your struggles are a reflection of your faithfulness, and your perseverance is a testimony to the power of God at work in your life. As Romans 8:31 declares, "If God is for us, who can be against us?" No opposition, no criticism, and no hatred can separate you from his love or diminish the impact of your light. So why are good people hated? Because their goodness challenges the world to change. It exposes truths, disrupts comfort zones, and calls for transformation. But this hatred is not a reflection of their failure. It is a testament to their courage and impact. When you face disdain or rejection for doing good, stand firm. Shine brighter. Let your light be a source of hope for those who need it most. Remember, your light is not meant to blend in, but to stand out, guiding others toward God's truth and love. If this message resonates with you, share it with someone who may need encouragement. Let us continue to shine, knowing that our light, though it may cast shadows, is a reflection of God's presence in a world that desperately needs it. Type Amen as a declaration of your trust in God's plan, and may He bless you abundantly as you walk boldly in His light.